Alright, enough of that. Here we go again. Another day. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Positive energy from me to you. Positive energy from me to you. Alright. What influenced this video this morning is, and I will be brief. Okay. I'm reading the news, and it's been made aware to me through the news and media that Nick Cannon is dropped from Viacom or something like that. And to cut a long story short, it's because of the interview he held with Professor Griff, and they're claiming that he made anti-Semitic statements stating that the original Jews were black people and that people without melanin is a little lesser than people with melanin. Okay. So what is the problem that I have with this, and what will I be stating today? Well, the first thing that I will be stating today is that please share this video. Please like this video. Please share this video. Why? Because us as a people, black people, African Americans, whatever you like to call yourself, my message today is this, in all seriousness, for real. We gotta stand behind each other. So what I'm asking everybody is to get behind Nick Cannon as a people. This is what I need everybody to do. Okay? And I might make several videos on this if I have to. Get behind Nick Cannon as a people. When the Bill Cosby situation happened and took place, I was very upset with Black America, or African Americans, or whatever else you feel is necessary to call yourself. Because we don't get behind our people. You know, we don't stand behind our people. You know, we have to come to a point where it's, you know, we have to look at our people like, you know, that's ours. We keep our hands on our people. We keep our hands on our people. You know, and you know, nobody stood up for him. You know, nobody was upset. It was all a joke. It was just news. You know, and, you know, we got to do better. You know, I found it very ridiculous that a man was sentenced for some things that took place 40 years ago with no evidence besides he say, she say. So you know, I don't know if Bill Cosby is innocent. I don't know if Bill Cosby is really some freak of nature behind the curtains. I don't know this. But what I do know is that it was 40 years ago and they didn't have any physical evidence. And, you know, that was a bit of a problem to me. And so I say that to say that Nick Cannon is extremely rich, especially compared to normal working American citizen. And, you know, I don't think we should look at the situation like, he's rich, he's well off, so be it. It's not about the money. It's about the principle. I think he's a pretty good guy. I don't know him personally, but I know that if he's touching certain subjects, being in the position that he's in, I think that speaks a lot about who he is, because he doesn't have to do that. I mean, he could just ride in the sunset counting his money. He doesn't have to speak certain things, and I don't know if he's going to regret these statements. I don't know if he's going to stand on them. It sounds like he's going to stand on them. But we as a people, we have to be there for each other. So is to show him a lot of support. All I'm asking as us as a people is to show him a lot of support. All I'm asking as us as a people is to show him a lot of support. Keep repeating this because they keep saying that, well, not they, but they saying that my internet connection is unstable and the video gets choppy. So what I'm saying is that us as a people need to show him support. So when situations like this happen, the individual doesn't feel deserted by his own kind. All right. So let's get into what he said. He said that, well, first of all, let's talk about the people without melanin is a... Does that sound harsh? If you're not a person with melanin, yes, it does. It does. I mean, let's just be honest. Yes, it sounds harsh. Okay? Yes, it sounds harsh. But how can this connection is not stable, and it's messing up the video. So how can this person get in trouble, or people not like what he's saying, if this is already proven scientifically? I mean, literally, this is already proven scientifically. What he's saying is a scientific fact. So it's not like he's, it's been proven scientifically. There's a lot of things going on with the melanin pills, and they're putting melatonin in different things and such of that nature. So, I believe this has been proved scientifically. So, I don't know. Now, the next thing is that saying that black people were the original Jews, and the white man usurped, if that's the correct word, or basically, took over the tradition and made it like they are the ones, and whatever the case may be. Now, if we look into this, they said that was an anti-Semitic statement. Okay? And they're saying that because they have the power to say that. And they're doing that because they have the power to do that. And this is why I say us as a people need to make sure that we show him support, meaning that, if he decides to do any type of independent venture or whatever the case may be, we are right there supporting him and showing and proving that we can do things on our own, whatever the case may be. So saying that the original black people, I mean, the black people was the original Jews or whatever, okay, that might sound harsh to some people. And I think they've called it bigotry or something like that. Now, if you look inside of the Hebrew tradition, okay, and the Hebrew tradition is basically sets it off for the Bible, okay? The Old Testament was the First Testament, okay? The Hebrew tradition is what give rise to the Abrahamic faiths, okay? You got the Old Testament, then you got the New Testament, then you got Islam. They all spring or sprout from Judaism. And it is my assumption that this doubly is the sprouting point. Let me wait for the connection, because I can't be playing no games. Let me wait for the connection. Let me wait for the connection. Let me wait for the connection. Come on, connection. Come on. See, they want to play with me. It's cool. I'll do another video. It's all good. So it is my assumption that the Old Testament is the sprouting point of racism. I mean, all you have to do is read it. I mean, all you got to do is dig into their tradition. I mean, it's all there. All you got to do is read some of their esoteric writings, which a lot that I am into. See, with me, it's about the knowledge. My thing is, I could pull knowledge from anywhere and not feel any type of way about someone's personal beliefs. What they call it, eat the meat, spit the bones type of thing. So, but you will know certain things if you really get into this. Why do they call or refer to, why do they call the ancient Egyptians donkeys? See, now they want to mess with the connection. See, they want to mess with the connection. Okay, so why is Yahshua referred to as a donkey driver? Why is the ancient Egyptians, or the Egyptians for that matter, the Egyptians they talking about, why are they referred to as donkeys? That don't sound that great. Do it. Why is Yahshua called a donkey driver? Why is he condemned in the Talmud? Could it be because he was black? Or could it be that he was about coming to the aid of black people? Well, one thing I can tell you is that I'm somewhere close in the vicinity. What is the curse of Ham about? Why is Hebrews the only chosen God's people? See, the difference between me and the canon and a lot of people is this. Some people believe that the original Hebrews were black maybe so. Who am I to say not? But my assumption is that there go the connection again. My connection is all tore up. I gotta wrap this video up anyways. Come on, connection. Come on. You could do it. Come on, connection. You could do it. Probably back up in here with all these trees, throwing off the connection. So my assumption is that, is the original Hebrews black? I don't know, maybe so. It's not, I can't say. But my assumption is that the people who they were calling the original Hebrews wasn't the Hebrews of the Bible, or their doctrine is not the doctrine that we have today. Their doctrine is something totally different. The originals was the people that was dealing with Baal and El and getting off into that Ugarit. Those are the original melanated folks that we're talking about. Now, the tradition that we have now goes against the original Hebrew tradition, and these people are the people that are not the original Hebrews. So essentially these people, migrated probably from the West, okay, or are just from the West and are claiming to be from that location and claiming, the originals didn't believe what that the Bible is stating now. Those are not the original Hebrews. Okay, the original Hebrews tradition was more connected to that ancient Egyptian tradition, was more connected to that Sumerian tradition. The ancient Hebrews, the real ancient Hebrews, had a connection with that ancient Egyptian tradition, had a connection with that Sumerian tradition. When people from the West came in, this is when you get the anti-black that's affiliated with the Greeks, the more later Greeks, the racist Greeks, all right, and the Romans. That's all tied up into that. And I'll talk about this a little bit more because my connection is unstable and the video is probably going to be choppy and all those sorts of things. So peace, love, and light, y'all. I'll get back on this a little bit more.